If you were going to open a candle supply store anywhere in the US, where is the best place to locate it? Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Standley with Standley Handcrafted, and today we're going to talk about an issue that I'm dealing with right now, something that I learned a couple years ago and I've been dealing with ever since opening my own candle supply warehouse. And that is, for me, ultimately, I opened it in probably one of the worst states that I could have opened it. So I'm creating this video basically to help save anybody out there who is thinking about opening their own candle supply store, or even down to just their own candle store and plan to ship everywhere. Now, obviously, when it gets down to candles, the shipping is going to be far less, so it's not actually going to be that bad as opposed to supplies. But supplies end up being so much heavier, which in lies the biggest issue, which is shipping. So for me, and anybody that doesn't know, I opened a candle supply warehouse or a candle supply store a couple years ago, and I opened it in Washington State. And for anybody else that hasn't been keeping up with the videos, I am transitioning out of a lot of the supplies. So vessels like this, the Aura style vessels, I'm actually getting rid of these and going back to some of the smaller supplies that are just a heck of a lot easier for me to deal with and ship nationwide. And I mentioned it a couple videos back, but the good thing for you is I'm getting rid of a lot of these vessels at very low prices. So definitely jump over. I know this is a plug in the middle of the video. Jump over to DIYcandlesupply.com, check out the vessels. All of these Aura style vessels are 70% off, which means you can get a case of them for $36. And again, that is a plug for the website. Definitely go check them out, but it also ties right into what I'm talking about today, and that is shipping and some of the stuff that I'm now dealing with, even with lowering the prices on these. So if anybody out there has been paying attention the last couple of years or selling anything, shipping anything, you have definitely noticed the price increase of shipping. And of course, you're noticing it with manufacturers, suppliers, anything like that, but you're also noticing it from UPS, FedEx, the Postal Service. Everybody has raised prices for the last couple years, and honestly, it's putting a big crunch on definitely candle makers, but it's putting an even bigger crunch on candle supply or supply sellers. And of course, that leads right into today's video, the topic, which is where's the best place to ship this stuff from? Where's the best place to open? And I can tell you right now, it is not Washington State. And the reason I say that is because if I was going to take a regular case, and again, like I said, this is what I'm dealing with right now. If I'm taking one of these cases, which is a fairly large case, it weighs 26 pounds, it's very heavy. If I ship that within Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Idaho, anything like that, any of the kind of surrounding states, it's going to cost anywhere from $10 to $15 for me to ship that case. So if I ship that same case anywhere East Coast, let's call it Florida, it's going to be anywhere from $40 to $45, which of course is a huge increase. And what's worse with that is if I'm selling these cases at 70% off at $36, which is a hell of a deal, it's going to cost an additional $45 just to ship that case for a lot of people. Now, for me, when I first started selling supplies, I really didn't think about that too much, but the main thing that you want to consider when you're going to be shipping stuff that's that heavy, and it's something I didn't know before getting into this, is 80% of the country lives on the East Coast, or basically on this side of the line. And I've got an image right here that shows. So for anybody buying a case from me in Washington State, if they're on the East Coast, that's a hard pill to swallow. Even if the discount is enough or even more than some of the cost of shipping, that shipping price is still, like I said, a very hard pill to swallow. Buying something for $36 and having to pay $40 plus for shipping is absolutely crazy. Now, of course, there are ways that a lot of companies get around this. They'll raise the price on the vessels, lower the price on shipping. But in the grand scheme of things, you're still coming out to around the same price, which of course goes right into the main topic of this video, and that is where is logistically the best place to ship from? And it turns out the answer is Dallas, Texas. That's going to be the best place, basically middle of the country. So no matter where you ship out, you're getting the best prices. And like I said, I definitely found this one out the hard way, shipping stuff from Washington to Texas to Florida, everything like that. And the price drop if you're shipping from a place like Dallas is almost half. So if I'm shipping something from Washington to Florida, it's about $45, $46 depending. And if you're shipping that exact same case from Dallas to Florida, it's about $20 to $25. And of course, that's going to be the same from Dallas to California to Washington. And honestly, that's why you're going to see a lot of big corporations, big manufacturers shipping from those locations, is because they end up saving so much money in shipping. So that's pretty much where I am right now. I'm still dealing with how to get this stuff shipped out, basically trying to figure out how to offer the best prices, the best shipping, and of course, dealing with one of the biggest hurdles that I really didn't think about in the beginning, which is why, again, I wanted to make a video on this one, because I have so many people asking me questions about this stuff. So pretty quick video. I just wanted to get this one out there since it is something I'm dealing with right now. I've been talking with a lot of people about this one the last couple days. If this is something you're dealing with or something you haven't thought about and you're looking to open a supply warehouse or anything like that, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Send me a DM or an email. I am, of course, more than happy to talk about any of this stuff with you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.